Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, wherever you are. And this is Ali Tarnishi at Ali Good Inspiration, and always have guests that share beautiful inspiration. And today I have a special guest, Peace Leader, that they are going to talk about Peace City Initiative. And what a good day to choose this topic, especially on Self Care Day. And today we are going to talk about some of the activities, some of the engagement that we need the community to be involved in as a peace leader collaborative, and also with these beautiful souls that they've been involved in this initiative to bring Moncton as a city of peace. We are going to introduce my friend Richard Schultz, Darlene Duaron, Anne Marie, and also Kerry Albert. Please help me welcome this beautiful soul, peace leaders.
And Darlene.
And Darlene Duaron, sorry, I was just
That's
distracted
okay.
to put this away from my screen here.
Gosh.
That logo
please,
seems
please
to be
introduce,
covering us
please
up.
introduce yourself. And
I think the logo is covering us. What?
yeah, just
It
I
is.
think it's blocked for a second for some
It's
reason.
okay, look there. It's fine.
Well, are we at peace with this? Yeah. Exactly.
100%. There we go. The pigeon is here, so we are in peace for this. You see, technology sometimes is good to work for your benefit, but sometimes when it's so, as I said, like it's a topic about the PCT initiative. Please, could you please each introduce yourself? Why peace is important to you, and what attract you to this peace leader collaborative?
I can go first. I'm Richard Schultz. I'm one of the co-founders of the Peace Leaders Collaborative. You can see under my picture my website, wisdomways.net. I would say I've been in the peace business, I guess, for over 20 years in a sense, because I've been working as a life coach and a facilitator for that time in my business. And my passion is really about the inner peace, because I think that's the only place that we really can find true peace is within ourselves. And then as we work within ourselves, we can also then work even better with the community, have dialogues and conversations, which is another of my passions as a facilitator, to get conversations going. So yeah, it's been wonderful to be a part of this group. I'm new to this area, so I get to meet all these wonderful people and talk about peace and care about peace and be peace. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Richard.
I can go next. My name is Darlene Duadon, and I too am one of the co-founders with everybody else of the Peace Leaders Collaborative. And I guess for me, I would say that peace really means living in harmony. And I think I've spent probably the last 20 years plus of my life, really trying to sort of achieve that. And I work as a chartered mediator, and so that really puts me in that sort of space of dialogue and really encouraging dialogue and really sort of that notion of living in harmony without fear. And that's really what's drawn me to this particular group.
Amazing. Thanks, darling.
I can go next.
Go ahead, Kate.
Hi, everyone. My name's Carrie Alberts. I think I've spent like the last decade of my adult life in turmoil of some crazy sorts. And I know that I've always been looking for peace. Like, it just seems like half of my life have been in search of peace. And I had a great opportunity in 2019. I landed actually in Quebec, close to a very close friend of mine. Darlene, she invited me to this peace meeting. I had no idea what, but in all honesty, Darlene and I have done some really crazy things. And she never steered me wrong. So I went, and I have never looked back. Actually, I went looking for peace and I found love. So more on that later.
Amazing.
Well, I'll go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Collette. And I guess I've been involved in peace for decades. I'm also one of the co-founders and had met Richard in Calgary because I had lived in Calgary for a bit. And as everybody has expressed here today, I guess I've always been in search of greater peace within harmony. And I've worked in the school system for over 25 years. So that was a place to practice being at peace. And I've also been very blessed in the sense of trying new approaches and best practices in education, where I was able to prove to myself that it is possible to integrate peace into our curricula without being an add-on. It becomes a way of being. And at the moment, I'm also a life coach. I work with women leaders to help them to awake and advance. And that's it for now.
Amazing, amazing. What beautiful souls and Peace Leader coming together. Oh, I forget to introduce myself. I'm part of Peace Leader Collaborative as well. So how did they be part of this? Well, it's funny how I really did be a part of it. I saw someone posted on their Facebook that there is a peace cafe that they are meeting in Sea La Vie. So I said, okay. And they reached out to Richard and they said they want to be part of this. Then I went for a meeting at Sea La Vie meeting, and it was like so peaceful conversation, just like amazing. And they just felt connected right away. And they said, you just pour it all from inside. And we all need that to be peaceful and have someone to listen to you and express your feeling in a way that there is no judgment. There is no, in a healthy environment. So I loved it. And they said, you know what? I want to be part of this. And look at that. Now we are all one big family. And it's amazing. And also, I would like the audience too, like they are watching, to put your comment to share what does peace mean to you and what does peace mean to each one of us, so we can go back again and see what does peace mean to you. Like to myself, what does peace mean to me is being in alignment with who I am, be connected and balanced and fulfilled. And that's actually my vision in life: a well connected, balanced, and fulfilled life. And anything that doesn't go into that category, I don't really follow it. So that is what peace means to me for myself. And what does peace mean to you guys, like to the Peace Leader Collaborative?
I think for me, it's a sense of safety. You know, like I find when I'm at peace, it's like since I've started with the group in the last few years, like I wake up in peace every single day, and I go to bed in peace, which is totally amazing. But it's for me, it was a state of being. It was a state of kind of doing what I wanted and respecting what my body tells me to do. I guess that's what it was for me anyway. That's what it's been.
Beautiful.
For me, it's probably, that notion of fully being yourself and being accepted and that sense of belonging.
Mm-hmm. And for me, what comes up is the word connection, meaning that when I'm at peace, there's a connection, a peaceful connection, more in harmony between my head and my heart. That's when I feel more at peace, when I can temper that monkey mind and really operate more from my heart and listen to my heart, trust my heart. And when I'm at peace, that's when I will receive messages that would be more in alignment with my truth. So when I can step into my truth, being authentic, being me, I feel more confident, I feel more peaceful, I show up fully. That's peace for me.
Beautiful.
For me, I would imagine that peace and joy and love are our true sense of being. That's who we really are underneath. And so peace is a is a practice of that and a letting go of things that don't align with what the truth of all of us are. So whenever there's a charge out there, whenever I'm angry at somebody, whenever I want to hit them, or whenever I'm not at peace, or I'm in an argument, whenever there's an emotional charge, that having that awareness to look within on that versus project and blame, which is a habit of humanity, is to take our peace and put it outside of ourselves, is how do we turn that around and say, I'm responsible for this. I'm the one that's angry or has the charge. How do I go inside and forgive and let go so that I can come back to that true state of being? And when we let go of each of those charges, of those things around us, the politics, the COVID-19 stuff, wherever we're at opposition to the world, then what emerges is this peace, love, and joy that's a natural part of everyone out there. If we can imagine that everyone out there is peace, love, and joy at a soul level, then maybe we can have forgiveness, compassion for anything that's happening out there and take responsibility for what's inside and the truth of who we are. It's a journey. It's a practice.
I would like to add to my piece. Thanks, Richard, for that comment. During COVID-19, I spend so much more time with myself and introspection. And I've noticed that I experienced more resistance than I thought I was. So what is it that I resist? When I can become aware of this resistance and really go with it and travel with this resistance to see where is it bringing me, and to let it go eventually. That brings me peace. I guess I've heard also in different ways in this conversation the word practice. And for me, it is really a practice of becoming peace. And I think that practice can be as different as the five of us here. What I will do every day may not be the same as what others are doing. And I think it's important for each one of us to find this inner path, this inner journey that brings us to that place of harmony and the word alignment come back, of being in alignment with who we are.
The word compassion. Sorry, Carrie, go ahead. The word compassion comes up for me too, and having compassion for ourselves to be at peace too, because we've got sometimes the monkey mind going, the self-critic. We all make mistakes, and that's part of the practice too, is forgiving self and letting go. And we are going to be triggered. We are going to have those. But how do we grow and evolve out of that experience rather than continue to beat ourselves up with this imaginary club? That would be a non-peace, and we all have that going on at some point.
I know there's one way that we can do. One thing that's helped us a lot is, I know it sounds completely nuts, and I thought it was too, but we don't watch any TV. So not having a television in the house it's made a huge difference. I can tell you, I work in tourism, and I absolutely love that industry. And once a week, we're heading out to Moncton. We get to stay in a hotel, some of the most amazing hotels, of course. And just having the TV turned on with the news station, within 20 minutes, I'm full of anxiety. I have to turn it off. I didn't realize how much it affected us, until we went out. I know it is crazy, and I totally get it, but it helps.
Whatever give peace. 100%. I stopped watching TV for news for almost over 2 years now, just because that's a decision. And peace is a decision, actually. You can make a decision if you want to be peaceful or not. Like for myself, I was beating myself so hard that I was refusing to be peaceful. But when the moment I make a decision to live in alignment with who I am, being authentic and with integrity, that's when peace starts to come and fill up my heart. And when we act from a place of love a place of peace, a place of no judgment, a place of communicating, understanding, we become like we actually understand each other instead of putting like rejection and put acceptance, instead of putting judgment and putting like understanding and stuff like that. We become really more peaceful with who we are. So connection, alignment, and balance is a big part of who I am. And whenever I see there is no peace, I tend to go back to that. Just checking if there is any comment from people. Anybody want to share what does peace mean to them? Please put it in the comment, and we will bring it forward and share it with everyone. Okay, so that will bring us, like, I really see some beautiful thing on the website, which is say to elevate it, like it state your purpose to elevate the state of peace in Greater Moncton by connecting. I love the word connecting, engaging, and supporting an impactful network of peace leader, organization, and citizens in fulfilling their peace passion. That's really amazing, like purpose of in the website and the creation of this peace leader collaborative. Can somebody elaborate on that and to elevate the state of peace in Greater Moncton?
Sure, I can go. Well, we have, I mean, as a collaborative, we have access to all kinds of peace leaders, and we have so many individuals as part of our larger group that have these amazing gifts they have to give, and there's so many people out doing amazing work that, as a collaborative, we've kind of taken a step this year to look at showcasing some of our members, because, like I said, we're collaborative of these great people. That how could we not use that, right? So that's what that means to me, and that's kind of what we're looking at moving forward. And if that doesn't work, we're not sure what we'll do after that, but we'll go back to Richard for sure. Let's go it off.
For me, I guess a couple of things that would come out of that would be, just a model for people to thrive together. That was really a word that really came out over and over again as we were working together and trying to develop a vision and a mission. And some of the other words would be, that sort of notion of safety and that place to feel empowered, like Carrie was saying, just piggybacking off of that around, what are people's passions and where does that go for them, and just allowing that space for them to be able to develop that.
Amazing. Thanks, darling.
Sure.
Do you want me to go ahead? Yeah.
I'm peaceful with that.
There's so much to unpack. I guess one of the things that come up is for the listeners and the people who are interested in peace. This Peace Leaders Collaborative that was initiated by a group here in the area is not a fixed group. We are very open and welcoming to new members. This is one of the reasons why we wanted to come on air, so that people could know and find out about this group. So if there's anybody out there who has a vision of peace, or a project, an activity, or just to hang out with peace builders, this is a great place to be. And I would also invite people from all ages. Like, I have a special interest in children and youth because I believe they also have something to bring to the table to help us become more peaceful. Be it at home, at school, in our community. And another thing that I would like to say is when we initiated this collaborative, we had a lot of questions and we had a lot of ideas. And Richard facilitated a process that's called open space. And open space is something that really helps us to open up to who we are, so that we can feel all welcome to contribute and connect. And so I invite everybody to go check our website so that you can learn more about the history of this group and also what we are all about.
And the website is peaceleaderscollaborative.com. I'm not sure if we said that. Peaceleaderscollaborative.com. For me, some of the key words are in our name. There's one thing, peace, but it's leadership and collaborative together. Imagine one person who steps up with their passion and creates a movement. How powerful that can be if there's just one leader. But there's many leaders, and I make the assumption that everybody can lead. We often look into the world for people to lead us, and that's okay. We can be great followers, and sometimes I'm a follower. But what's your passion? What do you want to take responsibility for? So taking responsibility for what you care about and coming into our group and be supported in nurturing that. So it's not like we're going to lead you. It's like you get to lead your aspect of what's important to you and support others within the network. So it's a collaborative, so we can all help each other, because peace in the community is about wholeness. It's about economics. It's about personal health. It's about everything in our lives contribute to that whole part of peace. So how can we become a movement of movements, where with each movement has a leader, and we're a container for a movement of movements that changes our world and changes the whole culture of where we live.
Beautiful, beautifully said. I will just add to that, to what everyone said. It is like it is like a welcoming group that everyone have something to offer, and the change is everyone, as Albert Einstein said, be the change you want to see in the world. And a lot of time we said someone has to do it, or someone has to do it, but who is that someone? It's me or you or she or he. So as long we make a difference in this world and make our community, our city, a beautiful place by sharing the leadership, everyone have something to offer. It could be someone good in speaking, someone good in just like connecting, someone is good just to make our beautiful community, our beautiful city, a city of peace, a city of harmony, a city of communication and connection. And that's really I would like to add. And that will bring, oh my God, it's already 22 minutes. It's amazing how like this engaging conversation just get us in a peaceful conversation that will bring us to amazing vision that I really love about this group. Is a vision is really inspiring to become a recognized model peace city where everyone feel, is what I love here, where everyone feel connected and included, that they belong and they can thrive. So how many times when you feel like you are recognized and you feel you are connected, you feel you are welcome and you feel you thrive, you give what you are capable of. So about the vision, anybody can share a little bit about this beautiful vision of the group?
Sure. I think that this vision came out of, one project, and that's one of many different projects, but this particular project was around that notion of an international city of peace. And the whole group really rallied around sort of that idea of that particular project. And we all decided to sort of take that on and worked really diligently ourselves to become an international city of peace. And that was, I guess, recognized. That happened back in September. So September 21st of 2020 was launch day. And it was during COVID time. And so we weren't able at that point in time to have, a large, public day. We were able to have a small celebration, and it was absolutely lovely. We had the three mayors and we had the three municipalities around that. And so it's that notion of becoming. So it's sort of a constant that we're always working towards this around what that really means for us as a city, around being an international city of peace.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Darling.
And I guess what I would like to add is that, as Darlene has expressed, we are in the beginning stages of being recognized as an international city of peace. So we really have carte blanche to design whatever and add on to this vision. And what comes up for me is the collaboration, and also it gives us an opportunity to start creating partnerships. Like for me, as I've expressed, I have an interest in children and youth. My experience has lied in education. So because of this mandate as a group that decided to become an international city of peace, already in the summertime, I was reaching out to some of the teachers, administrators, educators in the area, sharing this good news, and they were really happy to hear about this. So then this is the beginning of conversations as to how can our schools, universities, colleges can embody this vision of becoming peace. What would it look like? What would it sound like if you were to go into a school? Would you be able to notice things that would indicate that that school is working towards the advancement of a culture of peace? So it's building partnerships. That's where we are right now. So anybody who is listening, who would be in education, reach out to me and I would be glad to have a conversation with you.
Tourism here.
Yeah. Anne Marie Colette, anybody with education, teacher, or anybody want to bring the culture of peace in school and everywhere, please contact Anne Marie or Darlene or Saf, and we will get you to where to go from there.
And
Peaceleadercollaborative.com, that's the website for sure.
yes, and I would like to add that you know how it is. I'll just give an example. For instance, you're looking to buy a certain make of a car. So you're doing your research, and it seems that everywhere you go from then on, you will see that car. And because I have made a commitment to really help schools and the Department of Education to move towards greater peace, it was 2 days ago, I was on a Facebook group that's called Global Campaign for Peace Education. And I very seldom go on that group. And it just happened, I was prompted to go. I was inspired to go. So I followed my inspiration. Well, wouldn't you know, they were advertising a conference that was held yesterday free of charge. And it was this group of researchers who came together and they polled over 100,000 people in 15 different countries to ask questions around school peace education and how could we integrate that into regular schools. It lasted 2 hours and I was sitting on the tip of my chair because it was so much in alignment with my vision. So already I've established contacts with these people, and so it is not only being talked or held here in our greater Moncton area as a vision, but I think it's a topic that's being discussed all over the world because we know how peace is important. And Gandhi said, in order to know lasting peace,
You already have some contact here, Anne Marie. We will chat again, Anne Marie.
in order to have lasting peace, we must start with our children. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And I think the other thing too with being far-reaching, like we were saying, as collaborative, some of the beautiful parts of that are like so many of us. I mean, so many of all of us do different things in the community, different things that we're involved in. You know, like as a couple of examples, the Capi Meswala Society, and that's an environmental project that my husband does, and So anyone in the group that has an interest in that, is able to take part in that, where you would never hear that normally, right? Same thing with the Food Depot in Moncton. I mean, there's all kinds of, a lot of us are on different boards, and we have far reaching that if anyone out there has a passion, wants to know any more information about almost anything, we can find that information for them. So that's another thing that I really enjoy as well.
I really love this vision, and it came out of, as Darlene said, out of our group. We didn't create a vision and then say, hey, here's our vision to the group. It was an organic process. And if you think of this vision, connected and included, belonging, and thriving. If you look at our world situation now, no matter what side of a polarity you're on, or what your politics are, deep down, everybody wants those kinds of things, that being included. Now, they may go about it differently. They may feel wounded because they don't feel included in some decisions at a government level or a world level, and that causes difficulty inside and pushes our buttons. But I think we can reach anybody if we start to understand what's at the essence of what they're really wanting. Everybody wants to be loved, and we're going about it different ways, and we're having difficulty. We get challenged and we get betrayed and things like this, but everybody wants love inside. Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants to thrive. How do we help everybody? How do we support people in thriving? How do we support people in their joy? How do we help them to get to the essence of who they are? How do we connect and have conversations from the essence versus what connects us rather than what makes us different? These are important things. There's never been a more important time for peace than right now, as we get more and more polarized, and there's peace groups sprouting around the world in reaction or in response, probably more so, to what's happening in the world. There's so many groups saying, okay, what is happening in the system in the world that's resulting in all this turmoil that we're having? How do we get back to peace? How do we get back to connection? How do we get, we're living in such a connected world with our iPhones and things like that, but at a heart level, we're more disconnected than ever. I don't know where all that came from, but anyway.
from a peaceful soul. From peace.
And Richard, I think what comes in my mind is following that conference that I've attended yesterday, I had a conversation with this individual from New Brunswick who also shares a vision of bringing peace into our schools. So we connected late afternoon yesterday, and we had this conversation around schools are doing great things, and we not hear about it. So it's a matter of championing, highlighting what is already happening. And I think it's very important to refrain from judging or looking at the lack, but rather looking at the assets and to build on their assets and their strengths. Because I do believe there's beautiful things happening. I'll leave it
I
at
know
that.
we have a great project coming up with the kids in tourism. I wish I could tell you about it, but I can't. For the whole province and francophone schools. That's it. Just a teaser. It'll be out soon.
So there is a lot of things going on, as the Anne-Marie mentioned, and Richard. There is, everyone have something that to offer. Everyone, there is a lot of good activity that's happening at school that we don't know about, and there is this group. If there is anything you think that's really bringing some light, bringing some peace, bringing some love to the community, bring it to our attention. We will share it. Bring it to the website. We will share it. And I really love what his name, Martin Luther King Jr., when he said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. And hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So sometimes, really, in the darkness, if we really stay there and we don't really get and reach out, because today is the self care or let's talk or something like that, and everyone keeping everything inside and keeping the darkness inside and hiding it, and use your connection, reach out, speak out, and there is light everywhere, there is love everywhere, there is peace everywhere, and just a matter of action, acting and reaching out and connecting. And this group here is reaching for the community just to spread that culture of peace and love. So I don't know where that come from, either Richard, so that just come out there too.
You guys
Don't
before this meeting?
don't get me started on that, because within the darkness that we perceive within ourselves, that's the work I mostly do with clients, is going into that darkness, because hidden in there is such tremendous positive energy and gifts and talents that we push away, and it's the source of our difficulties with relationship as we project it into others. When we do that work and we shine light into the darkness, the whole world, not only our inner world and our mind changes, but the whole world around us changes. Our perception of what's happening or not happening is completely shifted. So that's a really true statement that you created, in terms of when you shine light in the darkness, the world is all light.
100%, 100%. And we are just starting that dose of inspiration that's spreading all over, starting that waves, and everyone want to be part of it. And that's really what we are doing, just want to spread that culture of peace here in Moncton and in the community. And really would like to hear everyone what they think, their comment, their suggestion, or anything that they would like to be shared in the community. Anne-Marie, I think
Yeah,
you want to say something.
I would invite Richard at this time to share to share about a project that was initiated by the Peace Leaders Collaborative, the Peace Mosaic,
Yes.
because you're well versed in that project, and if you could
A number of projects that we have going, but the Peace Mosaic came out of the International City of Peace project, and our main project right now is this Peace Mosaic. We're inviting people from throughout New Brunswick, or especially through the three cities of Riverview, Dieppe, and Moncton, to take a picture, grab a picture that you've taken before that means peace to you, and upload one up to 20 pictures into our Peace Mosaic. So we're building this online Peace Mosaic, which will be a collection. Our goal is over 5,000 pictures. It'll go online, and there'll be a website where we'll post it when it's live, and you can blow it up and look at your pictures and somebody else's picture, and there'll be a video around it in this end project, so you'll be able to see all of the pictures of all the contributions from everybody that came in. And we invite everybody to send pictures around the school stuff. And Marie, we're talking of, wouldn't it be wonderful if a whole bunch of classrooms got together and children drawing pictures of what peace meant to them, taking a picture of that and uploading it. The website it's on our peaceleaderscollaborative.com website, but a quick access to the page where you can find more about that project is peacemosaic.ca. peacemosaic.ca. You go there, scroll down the page, you'll find a button, click the button, and you'll be able to upload from your hard drive, from your phone, some pictures that are mean peace to you. So we want to collect all these pictures within the next month. So we're into a hard drive on this right now. We've got about 400 pictures on this. We want over 5,000. So we want everybody to contribute at least 20 pictures if you can of what brings you peace, what peace means. It could be some memes also, where you have a picture and if you're skilled at writing words, you have a background and write some peace quotes and things on that. That's all invited also. It has to fit into a square. Whatever you do, if you're writing words on the page, it's going to be a square, but you'll get the hang of it when you upload the pictures. Is that anything else about the Peace Mosaic? Others?
Did a good job.
Upload your pictures.
Yeah. And the other.
Yeah, just some of the audience. To
Someone's
each of you,
leaving.
thank
Okay.
you for this information. I'm hosting a session at 6, so we'll watch this later on. So, Richard, can you share your screen for that one? Like, you just show people that, or is it hard to see it through the screen? Like the
I
mosaic.
probably can.
You can. Okay,
Yeah.
just to give people an idea how that look like, and we encourage everyone to share what does peace mean to them and upload their picture there.
Yeah, let me do that in a moment here, because I've got to bring up the website. Why don't someone else talk while I bring up the website and share about other aspects of where we're going?
Yeah,
I'm out of peace when I try to multitask.
That's true. Let him just do one.
I can probably add in. I mean, a couple of other things that are going on would be peace cafes, and there are a couple of peace cafes that are scheduled in February. There's 2 that are scheduled, and that would be a smaller group. They're going to be virtual. Everybody is invited, and it would be smaller groups of 8, I believe. Is that right, Richard?
Yeah, I'll be facilitating that online. So however many come, if we have 50 people come, I'll introduce the cafe process. This is when I met Ali the first time. He came to an in-person Peace Cafe. And so you'll come, I'll introduce the concept of what it's all about, and then we'll break out into smaller groups of up to 8 people. And basically we've got 2 topics on we've got one on the 9th in the evening at 7 p.m. They're an hour and a half long. And then we have the Saturday morning, I think at 10 a.m. on the February 13th. And this is part of International Development Week that we're putting these on. Yeah, so you can find those on our website under the tab Peace Cafes. You can see the tabs there to register. In a moment, I can share that too beyond the mosaic. Anything else on the Peace Cafes? We hope to have them. I hope to have them more in the future on a regular basis, and I hope to have some challenging topics where there could even be polarized conversation going on. We invite you into a very respectful place. There's some rules when you come, and say with some principles that we're going to practice, and it is a practice, like respect for each other, like listening with each other. And basically in the Peace Cafe, we do some rounds. There'll be a rounds of what, based on the topic. Like if the topic that Ali came to at that time was what is peace to you? Ali would introduce himself and say, this is what peace means to me. And we go round the circle. And then we go again around the circle. And then we imagine that that's in order. And then we have free-flowing conversation for a while. And then we do a closing round. And it's really a listening circle more than anything else. And how often do we just sit respectfully and listen to others, even if they have a difference of opinion to us?
Thank you, Richard. That's exactly what Peace Cafe is. It's about peaceful, being recognized, being listened to, and just being in a peaceful conversation where there is love and peace involved.
And so let me share my screen. Can I do that now?
Sure. Just one of the audience say here, it's all about, that's what the world need, peace and love. Definitely. What's a good time for it? Yeah, go ahead, my friend Richard. Just share it for now so everyone.
As hopefully it doesn't crash my computer. All right. So
That
this
wouldn't
is
happen.
yeah. So this is something like what what it will look like in terms of if you go to peacemosaic.ca, and if you scroll down on that page, and the mosaic is going to look something like that. Yeah, and it is slowing down my computer.
So, okay. Okay, so we can just explain maybe like it's so while we are waiting for Richard, basically it's peace leader collaborative dot it's peaceleader.com, right, Anne-Marie and
Yes, that's
Darlene, and you go there and there is a mosaic, and you put the picture, just upload a picture. What does peace mean to you? And peace could mean different thing to each one, and that's what exactly we're just trying to spread, that culture of peace, and we're just moving that so we can get Richard back. And
Richard looks frozen.
Yeah, I
he's in
think
a
he is.
he's in a peaceful moment now with the computer.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Now we lost him.
you won't come back.
Yeah, we'll get him back. So that's basically you can collaborate on that, Darlene and Anne-Marie, for that mosaic. It's really a beautiful project that Richard initiated. It's about what does peace mean to you as we start the conversation. Peace mean, it could be to each one is different thing. As Gary mentioned, safety for her. For me, is connection and balance. Anne-Marie is for alignment and authenticity. And Darlene, peace mean to her just being in connection as well and alignment to who she is. So some people maybe see peace as just being in nature. Some people may see peace just seeing their family growing peacefully and having that harmony. So peace is different for each one. So we would like to see what peace mean to each one. So that's really what we would like to see. And while we are waiting for Richard to come back, we will we will just share this or just ask question. What? Oh, here Richard is coming back. Let's click.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Well,
We're back.
welcome back, Mr. Richard.
Can
We
you
lost
hear me
you.
okay?
Yeah,
We can.
very good. Yeah.
So my computer crashed.
Oh no.
Your phone might be next.
What did
So
I miss?
you were
I
frozen,
missed you guys.
Richard. You were frozen. You didn't move. So we said Richard is having a peaceful moment with the computer now. So So we'll just this is will bring us to the next one, Darlene. What like for the community, probably people want to know what have been done so far to take us to this direction, that or to this vision that we are working for. What we have been done so far, and what are some of the future plan?
Sure. I mean, I think lots has been done so far, and I still think there's lots to do. I mean, I think we've taken a look at Greater Moncton's past achievements, and we've tried to document those. We've looked at currently what's happening in Greater Moncton, and there's so many fabulous things happening in Greater Moncton right now. And we've looked at, future in terms of what do people want to see. So, I mean, I think those are kind of three different areas that we've tried to touch on. And so, one big goal was the International City of Peace. We have succeeded in becoming the first Atlantic Canada International City of Peace, and that was really an exciting achievement. And now I think it's, what are some of the next steps? And again, that will be generated by the people. And so, that could take so many forms, right? So, I mean, we're hearing about peace education, we're hearing about peace tourism, there's whole art and culture, and how do we sort of bring peace into that space? So there's just so many different avenues. And so it's sort of an exciting time right now, because it's a time for us to, regroup, renew, recharge, and just look at, what's out there and where do we want to go? Ali, you too have been doing some pretty exciting things around peace. I know you have your summit that's coming up, and it's your second summit, and I think that's, you know, a really nice contribution to peace as well.
Thank you, Darlene. That's thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, exactly. The first summit was a journey back to our humanity, which is really focusing on humanity, focusing on. No, sorry. What is the first summit was what is holding us back from connecting as one world, and really we feel that we are missing that the connection. We feel that we are missing the engagement. We feel we are missing the understanding because we are each one either their ego or each one they think they are better than the other one, or each one it's the greed, or it's so many things that's really holding us back from connecting. And I'm happy to say that me and Anne-Marie and a few co-author that was inspired from this summit, a book which called One Let's Connect, One World, One People. And it's amazing book that 17 author co-author this book, and it's all about connection, it's all about peace, it's all about children, it's all about love. And the other summit that's coming in February 13, which is a journey back to our humanity, which is really people coming from all over the world, speaker from all over the world, which they will share what is that stopping us from being human, like a journey back to our humanity, instead of focusing on material stuff, instead of focusing on technology, instead of focusing all that stuff that really take the beauty of humanity. So this is just between bracket that's I share. This is part of on the global level, but also it's part of the community and stuff. So to go back to our think, what are some of the future plan? Darlene already shared some of that. Richard or Carrie or Anne-Marie, something that's.
I don't think I have anything to add myself to what has been said.
Excellent.
I'm working on I'm actually working on putting the schedule together for this next 6 months for next year. So any of our members that are looking to present, certainly make contact with us. We have, like I said, we have so many great leaders that everyone has a story to share.
I'm into that from there and to gay. Everyone have a story to share, 100%. Everyone has a part to play. Everyone have to step out and say, I am that someone that have to bring some light to this community. I am that person that bringing that change that I need to see in the world. And I really like the book that was by Andrew Dudley, a Canadian author. It's called Day One. And in that book, it say, I'm living to what is important to me, or I'm satisfying a list of requirements that has been imposed on me. So bringing peace is something that's really important to us. Bringing harmony and coexistence is something that's important to us. What are we doing to make that happen? I think we lost Richard again.
I think so.
So we would like, I don't know if it's supper time for a lot of people, so that's not, but probably the live will be there and everyone can go watch it either to Peace Leader YouTube channel or Peace Leader group, or on Facebook. It's going to be there, and we would really like to see your suggestion, your comment, or anything that you want to see in the community and bring it to our attention. And either for education for children, and Mary will be happy to receive that. Also, anything that has to do with community and stuff, Darlene will be more than happy, and Richard to guide you from there. And anything for peace, tourism, peace and stuff, Carrie Albert will be the lady to go to. And definitely we are working as a team, and it's not just 5 member or 6 member, but it's an open group for everyone that has something to offer, so we can make a change, so we can make this city peaceful and beautiful with its people. It's already beautiful, but you just want to make it wonderful. Richard, are you there, buddy? I
think I'm feeling very alone.
Yeah. So I think we have about 6 minutes, and we will 5 minutes. and we will wrap up. And if anything, we will see if we can do this one monthly or twice a month, or whatever we really see that will add some value to our community and add some spreading the culture of peace in our beautiful community. And it's exciting. September 21st, I can't believe it. We all come together just from one thought. And how that start, Anne Mary? Is that's been a few years? Is it like
My recollection, I believe it was in December 2018 when we got together, a group of us around a dining room table, and we were all passionate about peace. And from that dinner table, we decided to form a group and started to invite more people to join us. And I believe we are close to 70 members, part of our Peace Leaders Collaborative now.
wow?
Not all of them as active as we are, and that's okay because, we contribute with the level of passion that we have, and that's okay. But we would love to have more people join us. And obviously, we can join virtually because of the pandemic, and that's okay. We are open to that as well. So that's how it started, Ali, around a dining room table.
Wow, December 2018.
2018. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We also
Wow.
have a Reconnect meeting this Saturday as well. So hopefully we're gonna connect a lot of our members, and that'll be nice. Look
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's really like amazing to see like the tri-city come together, like all the three mayor being part of that and support that. And we really salute Darlene Duaron for like her energy and her fire to push in and make that happen, and everybody. But just like we thought, like we have Tiav, we're waiting for Tiav to get that, and I think we were like, oh my god, and it's happened just like that. It's
Darlene's a firecracker. She's getting nights.
she's a go-getter.
Yes, yes, yes.
I definitely think it took a community. So I mean, I think everybody worked really hard, and it was great to see it really open up, and like you said, to see the three municipalities working together so beautifully, and the presentations to the city councils, and for people to really get on board and be so supportive of the movement.
Amazing. And if you want to see what does peace mean to each mayor of the city, go to our YouTube and you will see what does peace mean to
That's
each
right.
mayor. Yeah. And what does peace mean to the community? You have like beautiful video there that people share what does peace mean to them. There's a really nice video there in our YouTube, which is Peace Leader channel. And I think Richard is. We'll give him the last word.
There he is.
Yeah, so as we said, like we really want people to get involved in our group, and if they want to find out more information, to reach out and go to peaceleader.com, and there is all the information there on the website, and or even just send a message, and we'll guide you from there.
Yeah.
So
Send a message on the website there, or sign up for our newsletter on the site. If you go to one of the pages there, you'll find a sign up for our newsletter, and then you'll get updates from time to time on some of the things we're doing too. So nice to be back for just this last couple seconds. And
Yeah.
Great to have you back, Richard.
We'll give you the last word, Richard. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah.
one-
So
yeah, I think I just had it.
yeah.
Anything else? Maybe we could do a quick round. We always, one of the things we do in our conversations when we get together is we have a connection time at the start, and we usually close with a final round of final words or words to say. So why don't we just go around in our tradition? I'll go around the circle, pretend we have a circle here, to Anne Marie, to Darlene, to Carrie, and Ali, and back to myself. Anne Marie.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Ali and all of you joining together so that we can really speak from our heart and invite others to join our journey of peace. And I feel very grateful for this moment. I feel at peace. And bonsoir, everybody. See you next time.
I too just want to say thank you. Thank you to Ali for organizing this, and thank you to this group as well as the outside group in the community for just being on board and for embracing this. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
For some reason, I just want to say ditto, but I know you won't let me away with that. I just want to say the same thing. Thank you very much, Ali, for bringing this together for us. Thanks to all of you guys. I mean, we've been pushing forward for a long time, and it's getting great, even better and better all the time. Looking forward to Saturday morning, reconnecting with everyone. So if anyone out there is looking to connect with us, certainly get in. We're just getting back on track, kind of, in this year. So, there's lots of time. Thank you all.
Ali, do you have some comments?
Yeah, I just would like to take this opportunity and thank you guys for accepting me to be part of this. And I'm very grateful for the moment that I joined Peace Cafe at Silavi, and just from the name, everything connecting Silavi, that's life, and Peace Cafe, and it's just like it's amazing how we connected. And sometimes, really, when we set the intention really pure and clear, we get connected with the good, right people. So this is amazing for our community. This is amazing for our city, and we would like people to join us. And I'm grateful and happy and looking forward for more session to have more discussion like this. Thank you.
Great.
So now I do get the last word. Sorry to leave you guys for a few moments. I don't know what you said. My audio wasn't working on my iPhone, but I appreciate the fun that I have with each of you. And this was so much fun. There was like, oh my God, what is this going to be like? And it was so much fun as we have fun together. So for everybody listening, come out and have fun with us. It's generally energizing. It can be deep thought and deep connection, and we hope to include everyone so that everyone belongs and we can all thrive together. And I felt like this was quite a thriving time. Ali, thank you so much for opening this venue up for us to talk about peace leaders. And so I go in peace and very energized. Yeah, and I don't know what you said about Saturday morning, but anybody's welcome there. If you want to send me a email at richard@wisdomways.net will work, or yeah, that's enough, richard@wisdomways.net, then, and tell me you want the link to the meeting, and I'll send it to you. So
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.